Good morning, children. So, today I am here to discuss some of the questions on NCERT miscellaneous exercise, that is set theory. As I have told, this chapter is very important from concept point of view, and in miscellaneous exercise they have asked various questions which are related to the concept. Okay, so in question number 2 they have asked regarding whether the given statement is true or false, right? So this I have to decide whether true or false. So let me discuss it. So first bit, we have a question that if x belongs to A and A belongs to B, then x belongs to B. Clear? So look at this, x belongs to A and A belongs to B. So this statement I have objection. Why do I have objection? Because here this is a set and B is also a set, and a set cannot be the element of another set. I repeat, A cannot be belonging to B. I can write A subset of B, but I cannot write A belongs to B. So this statement is false, and if I replace A belongs to B by A subset of B, then it is true, right? So how to write it? Okay, they have asked also to give proper reasoning. Here this statement is false because A belongs to B is wrong. Is that clear? So this statement is not perfect, or it creates some ambiguity in nature. That is why I can write that x belongs to B, it is false. So A belongs to B and this statement is false, and if they ask to correct it, then I can correct it by making A belongs to B by A subset of B. Clear? So next bit let me discuss. Second bit they have asked regarding this, right? This is the second bit. The second bit, it has been asked that if A subset of B and B belongs to C. Okay, the question is asked if A is a subset of B and your B belongs to C, then what is asked? A also belongs to C. So students, this statement is also false because here B belongs to C and A belongs to C, they are conceptually wrong. So because of that fact only, I have to write this statement is wrong, because A belongs to B and A belongs to C, they are wrong. Here this is conceptually wrong. Okay, this is wrong and this is also wrong. That is why the statement is false. Clear? Now in bit third, let us come to this. In bit third they have asked like this: if A is a subset of B and B is also a subset of C, then A is a subset of C. So let us see, draw the diagram for this. Here A is a subset of B and B is again a subset of C. So clearly it indicates that all the elements of A, they are belonging to C. So A belongs to C, this is true. So this statement is true. Clear? So that is why you have to write the region also. अगर region पूछा गया है, then you have to write that, draw the Venn diagram and show it. This implies if A is a subset of B and B is a subset of C, then A is also a subset of C. Okay, so right, now let us proceed further towards the next bit. Here So students, if you are facing problem in writing, then pause this video for some times and then you start writing. Clear? So bit fourth I am doing. Bit fourth is if A is not a subset of B and B is not a subset of C, then A is also not a subset of C. Clear? Now let us see that. A is not a subset of B, B is also not a subset of C. But for that, can I draw some relationship between A and C or not? So for that, let me take one example before you. ठीक है, मैं एक एग्जाम्पल लेके आपको बताता हूँ. राइट, सपोज I take A and it is equal to 1, 2. B it is equal to 3, 4. And C equals to 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 5 and 6. Right? Now here you see A is clearly not a subset of B. And B is also clearly not a subset of C. But what about A and C? Let us see. All the elements of A are in C. Therefore, A is a subset of C. So here this is, for this example, it is true. So this statement is not always true. So hence I will write this statement as a false statement, because here A, if I have given the example in copy also, when you write, you just give this example. If A is 1, 2, B is 3, 4 and C is 1, 2, 5, 6, then A is not a subset of B, B is also not a subset of C, but unfortunately A becomes the subset of C. So thus given statement becomes false. Right? Now let us proceed to bit number 5. Okay. Let us see in bit 5 what they have asked for. If you are facing problem in writing, then just see it. Bit number 5, this is our bit 5 is asking for this: if X belongs to A and A is not a subset of B, then X belongs to B. This is absolutely false. Why? Because if X belongs to A and X belongs to B, then only I can say A is a subset of B. If X belongs to A and A is not a subset of B, so definitely X cannot belong to B. So I cannot guarantee that. So this is absolutely false by definition, because हमारा सबसेट का definition होता है that if X belongs to A and X belongs to B, then A is called a subset of B. Clear? So this is absolutely false. Right? Next, the last example. Let me see this one. This is bit number 6. If this is asking A is a subset of B and X doesn't belong to B, then X doesn't belong to A. Student, this statement is true. Why? Let us see. Suppose here I draw the figure. This is for A and this is for B. And A is subset of B. I have to draw it like this. अगर X हमारा B में नहीं रहेगा, outside B, then definitely x is also outside A. ठीक है. So for that, here this statement is true if x doesn't belong to B, that means x is outside. If x is outside, definitely it will never belong to B. So this statement is true. By draw, you draw the figure that here, write it like this. Here x doesn't belong to B, therefore x also doesn't belong to A. Is that clear? So like this, question number 2 is very very conceptual, and you have to solve it in this pattern. Clear? Now let us proceed to question number 5. Okay, let me erase this one first. So today I will solve question number 5, then in the next class I will solve the remaining questions, right? So let me solve. This is question number 5 of miscellaneous exercise. That question number 2 is also belonging to miscellaneous exercise. Question is, prove that if A is a subset of B, then your C minus B, okay, the writing is not being proper, let me do something. Prove that if A is a subset of B, then C minus B is also a subset of C minus A. Clear? Now, as I have told, for proving this subset, you do one thing. First, let x belongs to this set. I have to prove x also belongs to this set. So let x belongs to C minus B. So it clearly indicates that here it clearly indicates that x belongs to C and x doesn't belong to B. Now, as I proved in the next that A is a subset of B. Look at this. A is a subset of B. तो कोई भी x अगर B में नहीं है, x will lie here, definitely A में भी नहीं रहेगा. Am I clear? So if x doesn't belong to B, it will clearly indicate that x doesn't belong to A also. Clear? So let me do it. X belongs to C, and if x doesn't belong to B, I can write x also doesn't belong to A. Since, within bracket you write it here, since A is a subset of B. Okay, so that implies x belongs to C and x doesn't belong to A. I can write C minus A. Now look at this. I have started from this statement and ended at this statement. X belongs to C minus B, and I have arrived at the result that x belongs to C minus A. Therefore, I can write LHS is a subset of RHS. Okay. So this one, since it is strictly subset, so I should not write this symbol. हमें ये symbol use नहीं करना है, just you write like this. C minus B is a subset of C minus A. So this is your end of the today's class, and you just see the questions. बार बार उसको repeat करके you just see and pause the video to make the notes. But this chapter, as I have told, conceptual point of view, all the questions given in miscellaneous exercise are very very important from your concept point of view. So try to reach out to all the questions, solve all the questions. If any problem is there or doubt is there, just ask me. Okay, so that's all for today's class. Thank you very much.